coffee, ass.
Why are you yelling at me while we're live, Xbot? And you called me an ass.
Because you deserve it.
I was going to say ask you a question is what I want to do,
I don't
but
believe you, guy.
damn, I can't cover it up.
Damn you. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 50th episode of Coffee, Casuals, and Consoles.
To the 50th episode of
Coffee,
Echo.
Who's watching?
You're all fired.
I'm a wheel watcher. I'm a wheel watcher.
Is that Xbox?
All right, guys, my microphone got stuck on the off position. I can't.
Put the needle on the record.
What's up, T?
Put the needle on the
Evil
record.
Primate, Jay the Destroyer. Guys, it's our 50th episode. Anything could happen. Really excited.
50th birthday.
Good morning, Dirty J. We're gonna hang out for a bit. I gotta go grab some coffee, and Xbot yelled at me and said bad words to me to go get coffee before the show started. You guys heard that, right? Supersonic.
Not good.
Acoustic?
I heard you call him a
I am
bunch of names.
inclusive of everybody, okay? You can go get your coffee.
Bot is botting very badly.
Heard that music?
I'll smack him so hard that his Xbox is botting.
What's up, Neo Mental? Guys, it's gonna
right
be.
person is botting for once.
Who is this guy who's botting? And the
Bad.
I thought it was me. I was like, what did
No.
my mic do now? What's up, Graphic God, Dirty J, Neo Mental? Hello. Xbot has to drop out real quick. Boot. Oh, botting. Get it. T Reaper, just because he's my husband does not mean he is allowed to sound like that in our show.
At least the right person was botting, okay?
Super Cooper Xbot, you are not gonna be. I forgot the word I was looking for. Obnoxious today.
I don't believe that for a second.
I just want to say something. There's two things I cannot stand in this world, and that is, number one, people intolerant of other people's cultures, and number two, the Dutch, okay?
Xbot,
educated.
you're a toxic
We
gamer.
just lost half of our listeners. Thanks, dude.
What's going on, Skull Stomper, Siberia?
We are really big in
Tony
Amsterdam.
Almeida. Xbot's in a funny mood today, and I'm a little scared. What's up, Garuda Legends? Hello. Yeah, so it's gonna be a great show, and I can't think right now. My stuff is buffering. I don't know if you guys are having the same problem.
My stuff is buffering.
On YouTube. What's up, Robert Crenshaw?
I don't think that's proper language.
Well, we don't have creating band limits today, sad face. He's got a snowstorm going on in Ireland. They have
whole inch of snow.
No, dude, it's like a half an inch of snow, and they get a snow day. So he's spending it with the lady. So I'm really excited about that. You know, good for him.
His
They
mom?
get a day off. You know what, Bot? Just stop talking. Just stop.
I'm really rich. I built a net worth of more than $10 billion. I love my life. Skeletor to King Randolph. Skeletor to King Randolph. Come in, you royal boob.
It's the 50th episode. I cannot say anything. We do have Mr. Boomstick here. Would you like to say good morning?
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for showing up. And of course, the wagon is off the rails already.
Damn you guys. Cut the crap, behave.
Boom. Are you Dutch?
No, I am not. I'm a mixed bag, but Dutch is not one part of that shake and bake bag.
Okay.
Hey,
He said
you
shake and
never
bake.
knows.
Shake and bake.
Thank you for the host, Supersonic. You just had to see the zombie, didn't you? I know what this is.
I love that zombie. Everyone subscribe and tip and host so we can see lots of zombies today.
All right.
It's my favorite part of
what's
Wednesdays.
up, Fastback? Hello. Neo Mental. Part of his bag is...
Whoa, Neo.
That says douche. I don't know if he meant Dutch, but...
No, he means
No.
douche. He's an a-hole like that.
I need some douche shoes.
All right, and then we have
We
Supersonic.
should have Neo as a guest sometime.
Absolutely.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to have him on so I can insult him live on the air.
Nothing wrong with that. Supersonic Station. Would you like to say good morning?
Good morning. It's good to be here on the 50th episode. It's going to be wild and crazy.
Is it?
We're
I
gonna
don't
make
know
all
about that.
we're gonna make all your dreams come true. We caught you a delicious bass.
What are the topics?
They're
I turn
on the
into
screen.
I turn into Napoleon Dynamite, and we just got a super chat from Grendel Agent Legends.
It's
I can't talk.
Garuda Legends, first of all. Garuda Legends, thank you for the super chat. You're darling. And Zombie? Question mark? Siberia is hosting. We're gonna get
If you follow OhSnaps on Mixer, okay? If you follow her on Mixer or you host her on Mixer, the zombie pops up on the screen running for his life.
Oh, see, I was thinking Zombie from the Cranberries. That's my first thought. I'm like, that's my favorite song. Yes, it is. What's up?
Did you hear the remake of it? It's fantastic.
I don't think so. All right, guys, you're
Yeah.
gonna make me mute you guys over there. Siberia, thank you for the host. All right, so then we have Xbot448. Do you want to say good morning?
What's going on, everybody? It is a great day today. Ever since Crackdown went backwards compatible yesterday, I was able to play it, and man, I am hyped now. I hope they make Crackdown 2 back compat before the next Crackdown comes out, and this way we get all of them on one system. I am stoked, people.
Don't talk about that.
What? Crackdown is awesome.
Crackdown is awesome. All right, so yeah, and then we have Creating Beyond Limits. Creating Beyond Limits, do you want to say good morning? Top of the morning to you. It's lots of snow out here in Ireland. Have a good show. I did it.
That was actually really good, I gotta say.
Thank you. I've been practicing. Actually, I wasn't, but whatever. I did a good job. Yay. All right, guys, so this is our 50th episode. Clap for everybody. What's up?
Golf clap.
Yeah. So we might have some surprises. We might not. Xbot's being a little mean. I'm just saying. But I do have an announcement to make before we do dive into the show. I am giving away a PUBG code tonight on my stream.
Nice. Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited. I'm just like, yay, more people to play with. So do tell your friends or try to win it for your friends. The stream is from 8 p.m. till 12 a.m. I will be giving away during the show. I don't know when, whenever the opportunity arises. So make sure you guys stop by my stream tonight. If you're interested in winning that code, we're gonna do a little game during the stream, but I'll be playing PUBG also. So while I'm dead, I'll probably give that code away. So make sure you tell your friends, send them my way, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. You know, and you guys have any announcements? I know I had one other thing, but I totally
I have one. Yeah, I have one. Okay, well, what I'd like to announce for this evening is that tonight is going to be the first episode of our newly formed show, G4G Live. I've been working with Avers and Moxie behind the scenes for the last couple of months, trying to get this show off the ground. And we're starting with at least one episode per month. We're gonna try and do two. We'd like to do it weekly, but unfortunately our schedules will not allow it. So we're gonna probably end up doing two a month. But tonight's is the first episode at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's gonna be about a 2-hour show, and come and hang out and see what you like. It's gonna be a little different. We have a lot of incredible, very deep topics that we're going to discuss. And if you've seen either of our channels on YouTube, you kind of know what you're going to be getting. So, yeah, show up to the G4G channel on YouTube for the show tonight and see if you like it.
That's fantastic. So I'm really excited. I know I'm going to be stopping by there and checking it out. Make sure you guys do that as well. Avers, he likes to follow and unfollow me on Twitter. So
like 50 times.
okay, well, it's like twice, but I don't know about 50. But I'm like, why does this guy keep unfollowing me, and then following me again? How rude.
I'm just trying to read the room here.
But yeah,
you know?
definitely go check out that podcast tonight. I'm sure it's gonna be really great. You know, and they have some really great people, and I know you guys, you know, if you don't know who they are, definitely check it out. I'm trying to link it here, their YouTube channel. And how often did you say the show was?
We're going to do 2 a month. We're going to do it every other Wednesday because, like I said, we'd love to do it weekly. Unfortunately, the scheduling has been a little tough, which is why it took us a little longer to put the show together. But 2 a month. And like I said, it's going to be a solid, 2 hours of gaming news and important information. We're going to do some unboxings and things of that nature. It's not going to be an hour intro like in some shows.
Yeah, I just subscribed to them, so.
Hey Boom,
That's all
hey Boom,
good.
is it twice a month? Because Phil Spencer supports bi-weekly.
That was a little shot across the bow. I think Phil. It's safe to say Phil Spencer supports everyone.
Yes.
I was like, what do you mean, Xbot? What are you saying?
I was a little perplexed. I definitely had the question mark over my head, like in Metal Gear, for a hot second, and I was like, okay, I got it. We are going to talk about Phil Spencer's speech. I think that's something that would behoove us to talk about. Everyone has an opinion, and it's important that we kind of bring that up.
I have an announcement.
Do you?
Yep. I'm not going to say it this week. I promise. Me and Graphic got started it's on Tuesday nights, Retro Renegades.
Yeah,
we're playing
interesting.
old school arcade games. It's so much fun. It's just an hour stream. So go check it out. It's at 6 p.m. Central Time every Tuesday. And we're just rotating
what time is
channels.
That in real time in Eastern time?
I think it's 7
p.m.
7
Eastern
p.m.
time.
for us. Yeah.
Beautiful.
How is Eastern time the real time? Central
it's my
time.
So therefore, that's the only thing that counts.
Well, they always say the East Coast is the right coast.
See, there you go. There you
Just
go.
saying.
I don't condone that.
Triggered in the chat. I did my job.
East is best. West, not so much.
East
Sorry.
Coast.
West and best rhyme though, so it should.
Yeah, I know, but
I had him like the Biggie Smalls and Tupac word out. Jesus.
Dun, dun.
Hashtag Biggie.
Wow.
I have an announcement.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I am giving away Pure Inner Happiness. All you have to do, and this is available to everybody, Pure Inner Happiness. All you have to do is you go to my YouTube channel and you subscribe. You hit the little bell icon, and anytime I drop a video, a live stream or a podcast, you share it on Twitter, and all of a sudden you'll feel that pure inner happiness inside you, and it's all thanks
the
to
most
Xbox.
shameless plug in the history of plugs.
Right? Wow, Xbots, you just are
Pure inner
laying it on thick.
You know you want it.
No, you guys.
X is gonna
You
give it
don't
to you.
want happiness?
No.
Xbot is gonna give it to you.
Xbox, go give it to you.
Wow, you guys are ready too much. I cannot deal right now. All right, my face hurts from laughing. I have not had enough coffee, and I woke up an hour ago, maybe a little bit more. So this is like 2 days in a row where I woke up early, and early is not noon, 1 o'clock. So I'm excited. All right,
Yo,
so
the chat is on fire right now.
yeah, we got the Don in the chat. I'm surprised he's not trying to sneak in the back door. What's up with that? Why do you laugh like that's a dirty thing I said? Jago, what's going on? Noof Nukem. Hello, you guys. What is up? So yeah, 50th episode, you guys. Noof, she is faking it. What are you guys talking about? I don't even want to know. It's no chill, so I'm gonna look away. Luke Taylor, what's going on?
Be careful what you ask. You may not like his answer.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Noof.
Never mind. I'm not looking.
Hey, Fastback. Not for anything, but when it comes down to it, does that really matter? I'm just saying.
What?
See, I'm a part of this conversation right now. Okay, I know what they're talking about.
Be careful.
All right. So, anyways, yeah, you know what? I want to keep it clean. So, the first thing we're gonna dive into, just really quickly, you guys, is my thoughts on the Xbox One X.
Yeah, that's very. I mean, you've been playing it, but now that you have your own system, that's your system. That's got to be awesome.
All right, Boomstick. The thing is, I literally would rarely get to look at the thing. All right, Xbox had one since launch day, right? If I look at it, he's like, stop looking at my Xbox One X. He'll walk away and go to the bathroom, and then I'll start playing it, and then he'll come back and like, I'm like, why are you touching my system? And like, he gets all crazy, and then like,
Go back to your peasant box.
Yeah, it's been a really sad couple of months without one. And then one day I got to like sneak and play it while he wasn't home, and I played a game of PUBG. My life hasn't been the same since, because I had the fat Xbox.
Yeah.
What the hell is that called? The Elite, right?
Yeah.
And that was his hand-me-down. It's like he gets the X, and I get a downgrade of the Elite instead of my S. And god damn, like, it's like night and day. Like,
The speed of the system is got to be for you. It's got to be ridiculous. Like
Holy
if you notice that kind of a difference, that's why people don't understand what an upgrade for everything it actually is.
my microphone keeps getting stuck on the off position. All right, so here's what happened, right? One day, all right, if you guys watch my streams, like some of you do, you would see how long it takes me to load into a game of PUBG before with the regular Xbox, right? Like, we'd be sitting there, I wouldn't be able to get into the game until it was like maybe 5 to 10 seconds before the match started. You know how you go in the airplane?
Wow.
All right. Thank you, Fastback. He said my Xbox One X unboxing was the best. Yeah, I chose that music wisely. I was like, you know what? I really like this song. It perfectly explains how I feel. Yeah, like, and now if you watch my streams, like the last two where I played PUBG, okay, I lied. I tried to play Fortnite last time, and I fucking hate that game. Excuse my French. Damn it!
Traitor.
I was not gonna say bad words today, and I did. I'm a piece of shit.
Toxic.
Everybody check the time. See how long that lasted.
We don't condone this toxic. I can't say it.
Toxicity.
Yeah. Thank you.
So yeah, like if you go to my streams like a week and a half ago, and then you go to my last couple of streams, like just see the difference on the loading speed of PUBG alone. You know, and PUBG, granted, it's a game in-game development or whatever game
preview.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
It's in game preview. It's such a huge difference. So those games that do run smoother, just think about how they're going to improve them, because that's like, it's very taxing when you're trying to play this freaking game and it takes 10 years to load. Like, I get stuck in the buildings all the time because the rendering doesn't pop in. So, right, like,
Wow.
I'm looking at a blocky building. I'm stuck in the building. I'm looking at underneath the map, and I'm just like, what the hell? It's so aggravating. And then I played Xbox One X, and it was absolutely amazing. My life had changed that moment. I was like, I need an X. Like, there was no doubt about it. And then even he played on my Xbox, fat Xbox. What were your thoughts on that? Just a couple days ago, you were bitching about it.
Oh my goodness! I was like, I can't play PUBG in the living room as long as that the original Xbox One is there, just because it took forever to load. The textures and the pop-ins were crazy. Like on my first parachute, when I landed, the one house in front of me was okay. Every other house around it, and I was in the middle of a town, every other house around it didn't, like, it was very kind of like rudimentary in terms of the textures and stuff. The weapons didn't pop in right away. I was sitting there in the house waiting for actual, like, weapons to be popped into the game and stuff. Like, it was horrible. Even the feel of the game, it was a lot like, it felt like you didn't have as much control. It was a lot looser looking around. The controls were not tight. I actually feel for people who have an Xbox One, like original, an S or an Elite, and you're playing PUBG, and if you're doing anything good in that game, wow, I give you guys credit, because that game ran horribly on the Xbox One Elite.
Yeah, it was absolutely terrible, and I know that there's so many people who are still playing it like that way. And you know, the thing is, like, you have what you have. Like, you know, just be grateful that you do have an Xbox. And yeah, it's easy to be grateful, but then I got my tax return and I was like,
She was grateful for the tax return.
Because I really wanted an X, guys, but you know the reality is, we've had some financial troubles recently. That with the car situation and the gaming community. What? The gaming community really helped us out. So it was like right before taxes, like a month before, and then everything was really difficult. So I was just like, screw it, I'm not gonna get my Xbox One X. Like I literally had given up all hope. And then I was able to get it, and we've paid off quite a bit of bills, and now I have my X, and life is looking so much happier, and I love it so much.
Now you need a 4K HDR TV.
No, I don't. Like I want one, but that's something else.
Sonic, we kindly take donations, by the way, if you think we really need that.
No, we don't.
No, I'm telling Sonic.
We don't.
Nobody else is
need
listening
it.
to us right now. I'm telling Sonic.
By the time Black Friday comes, I guarantee you guys will have enough donations for that.
No, from you? I was talking to you, Sonic.
Yeah,
maybe you never know.
I
never know what happens when I drink.
All right, so seriously, like I'm gonna probably. What's up, Salty? I just want to say what's up real quick.
We're getting her flustered.
Yeah, stop. So I want to get a monitor, like a 4K monitor, something that's going to be cheaper. I have a 60-inch TV, and I realized I don't need it that big anymore. I just don't, So that's
55 inches usually like the perfect size between too small and overly, excessive.
Oh my God, Mr. Midlife Crisis is here. What's up?
Midlife.
Next year,
What is
HDMI
up, man?
2.1 TVs. That's a really good idea. Like, it's really not the top of my list. I have my X. It runs really great. I love there is a big change in the graphics already. So I'm perfectly content with that. So
if you think that's a big change, like the change to 4K is super, super big. It's awesome.
But see, the thing is, what she's talking about is the change is strictly on the console hardware side, and we're seeing a change on the TVs we have now. Like even on Crackdown, which I played yesterday, it is a lot cleaner. And this is the original Crackdown from early in the 360s like lifespan, and it's a lot smoother.
I mean, when that game come out, dude, 2007, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, dude, and
it's
like
crazy.
I mean,
I never played Crackdown.
Oh, that's like that's a big one. You got to play that game prior to playing 3.
I'll have it now.
Hey, Boom, you want to hear something crazy? I booted up Forza Horizon 1 last night, and our oldest son came in. And he's watching, like he likes to see what I'm up to. He was wanting me to play Overwatch or whatever. So he looks at my screen and he's watching the game and stuff like that. He's like, "What game are you playing?" I was like, "You tell me." He's like, "Well, it looks like yeah, it's a Forza." I was like, "Okay." He was like, "Forza Horizon." I was like, "Which one?" He was like, I don't know, 2 maybe. And I'm like, "No, dude, this is a 360 title that they just did an Xbox One X enhancement for. It's the first Horizon." And he was just like, "It doesn't look like it."
Yeah, I mean, again, this is one of those things that you talk about, being pro-consumer. They don't have to do these updates, and somehow we're not paying for them, and they're doing them on a regular basis. I mean, they dropped 4 big ones yesterday, Crackdown being one of them. The Witcher 2 is a monster of a game. Very hard, and I really couldn't get into it.
I couldn't get into it, man.
But again, it's one of they don't have to do the 4K updates to these games, and they're doing them.
Oh, but it's so gorgeous. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Really quick, 50th episode hype.
Oh no!
What? I'm dropping a code, you guys. There's an @ symbol in it. Guess the number, and get that.
I'm going to the vape store before dinner tonight.
Okay, you can do that. Okay.
Let's go get your donuts.
Do it.
Episode hype, guys. We're gonna have some little fun giveaways throughout this show because I'm so happy. All right, I just realized this morning that we are on our 50th episode. Don't judge me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but Butcher Van, he was like, "Plumbers played Crackdown before it was cool."
Oh, that's hilarious. That's funny.
Wait, what?
It's very unfortunate for the people.
Again, it took me.
It's very unfortunate for the person that's observing the Crackdown. I'm just saying.
Oh!
Crack kills. We'll talk about it.
Hey.
You guys all love Crackdown because I don't like Crackdown.
I'm
back to negative. I'm being back to negative.
You know what? Knowing Mel as well as I know her, the minute she starts collecting those orbs, she's going to be like a person addicted to crack cocaine. She's going to be like, I want to play the game, but those damn orbs are everywhere. And
the utility orbs are my favorite part of the whole game. Yeah.
Yes. You know what? I actually can say I found all 500 of them. It took me, dude, when I was at $4.99, I took a helicopter and I flew around for a week until I found that freaking last one that was hiding in a balcony of a building. I was so happy and mad at the same time.
Oh man, I want to play. All right, I've only heard amazing things.
Oh man, you're gonna love it.
And
it's not amazing.
Watch the new. You know what? That's what we're playing tonight. Maybe before the show, because I'm giving away some PUBG tonight. But you know what? Maybe we'll do both. We'll play some Crackdown and we'll play some PUBG. What's up, Black Tiger? Welcome to the 50th episode. I don't know if anybody did get that code that I dropped. Make sure you guess the @ symbol in place of the number. And you know, let me know if you do grab that code because it is in the chat.
Not making it easy, people.
Nah.
Hey, it is fun to run people over in Crackdown though. That's the best part for me.
I thought you hated that game though.
No, that's the only part I like is running people over. Other than that, like I just don't like Crackdown. I'm excited to see the multiplayer on the Crackdown 3 come out. I want to see what that's all about. But other than that, I just don't think Crackdown is a very fun game for me. But that's just my opinion. Some people love it. I'm not.
You're just a VR lover now, so I don't want to hear it.
Yo, Neo in the chat, he was like, I wanted to beat the living tar out of the announcer. Skills for kills, agent. Skills for kills. Yeah, and dude, I said that in my my live stream yesterday. I was like, yo, this dude is so annoying. He talks so much. But yeah, it's awesome. Absolutely awesome. I saw a cop run over an innocent person.
Awesome.
That happens every now and again. You know?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Jade VR says VR.
Oh yeah, we're doing a pirate stream on Rec Room later today, so check that out too. A cheap plug.
Cheap. I'm getting used to cheap plugs. Supersonic. It's nothing new. You got Xbot in here. That's always a cheap plug. Guys, please do.
Okay, wait. This episode is brought to you by Dollar Shave Club for Men.
No, it wasn't.
No, it's not. Because
unless they're paying the bills, we ain't giving them no. What do you call advertisement room?
Awesome. Fastback got the code. Very cool. We do have more codes coming up later, and you know I'm gonna have.
He's not called Fastback for nothing.
Yeah. Right. Good. See, you gotta keep it that way. We are gonna have a Twitter one soon. Cheap plugs, like, and you know what? Noof, you almost got me.
Wow!
No, chills, no.
No.
Only if it's Japanese organic cotton.
Oh, Jesus.
Holy matrimony. Let's move on to the next subject, won't we?
You know what? New Game Pass games were added to Game Pass. Mr. Boomstick, I'm going to let you take control of this topic. For March, obviously. It's March right now. Well, tomorrow, because it's not a leap year mother flip-flop. I wish it was. I don't know why. I always wish it was a leap year. But anyways, Boomstick, can you take control of this topic? Because honestly, I don't know all the games that were added, and I don't know what they're removing. Mostly because I wasn't listening to the video as Randall Thor was speaking, because Xbot was playing it, and I was too busy on my phone. Just saying.
Well, let's just start off with this. Okay. Now there has been a tremendous amount of back and forth within this amazing community because no one has the wrong. First of all, no one's opinion is wrong. Whether you think Game Pass is the greatest thing since sliced bread or you absolutely loathe it, your opinion matters. Okay, but there has been. I got to be honest with you. In the camp that I'm kind of hanging out with on Twitter, most people are like Game Pass is great, and what comes up immediately is people's monthly bills. Right now, you take a guy like myself. Now, the fun thing is that that Mooch always says is, I'm the guy that buys everything. And I am retired, but at the same time, saying you're retired out in the open, it sounds great. But when you're covering an entire household with one salary, Unfortunately, I can't be as free with my money as I used to be, where I literally did buy everything that moved. Like Kingdom Come Deliverance may not have been like a game that I would put 1,000 hours in, but in prior years, I would have just bought it, not even thought twice about it. Heck, I used to buy games and they would sit in the wrapper for months before opening them up. Now things are a little different. So I've been, direct message by many people that I won't even name about, what, your opinions on Game Pass is right, because I'm a father of 3 and I have this salary coming in, and the $10 a month works for me because now I can afford to get all the Microsoft games that I wanted, but I might not have been able to afford. So, I mean, right out of the gate, that in itself is amazing. Now, there are a lot of Xbox fans who are disappointed with this, and they feel like the company kind of took a step back with this program. I don't think so. I think they took I think they took 5 steps forward in community outreach and understanding their customers, as well as offering a service that no other console is doing. So not to be too long in the tooth, the new games that are going to be available, and there's 8 of them this month, which is fantastic, is Rise of the Tomb Raider. Now, if you've never played that game, I'm going to tell you that that's the game of the generation. I absolutely loved it so much. I beat it on the Xbox One and on the PlayStation 4. I could not get enough of it. Super Lucky's Tale. I mean, obviously, guys, I did it. Me and Bot went back and forth about it's how good it is and what a score for it deserves. But that's another fantastic game if you didn't play it.
Oh yeah, I gotta come out with that review.
Yeah,
next 2 weeks.
Yeah, we should, because it would be interesting to hear, all these months later, what you thought. Because again, if you're looking at it from what it is, it's a decent game. Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil Revelations 2, Oxenfree, Sonic CD, The Final Station, and there's something I've never heard of called Eurofishings, and then obviously the big one of the month is Sea of Thieves.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So I mean, okay, they may not win any awards. Well, Sea of Thieves is going to win plenty of awards come the end of the year, but. The games, there's 8 of them. So now we're talking. I didn't see the list of what was taken out, so I'm not
12 games were taken out.
Okay.
The Sega Vintage Collections, which were the Golden Axe and the Rage, are getting taken out. The Capcom arcade cabinets, I think there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Those are being taken out. N Plus, it's a bunch of smaller titles that are being taken out. Nothing like huge, except for possibly if you're a D4 fan, Dark Dreams Don't Die.
Okay.
That's being taken out as well. So,
all right. So they lost 12. They got 8. I do like the idea of the shuffling games. I mean, of course, you'd love to say, hey, there's 700 games available in Game Pass. That would be the dream. But the fact that they're moving, games out and putting new games in. For $10 a month, I not to try to be insulting or be forceful of my opinion. Of course, like I said earlier, opinions matter, and that goes for everybody, whether it's the one I have or something different. I just find it really hard to argue a $10 a month Netflix type service that no one else is doing. I mean, I'll leave it up to the panel. What do you guys think?
Well. As far as what's coming in and what's going out, I have a theory on this whole thing. But first, somebody actually crept into our show. He might want to say hi to people. I don't know.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
Kiss that ring.
I just wanted to say thank you to Boom for letting me in. I don't know.
I just sent you the link. Whatever.
You sent me the link?
Yeah, like go look on Twitter. As you're busting in the back door.
I'll take the credit, though. Sorry, Mel.
And you broke it.
I just thought Xbox was going to get the blame, so I would defer to.
I sent it to him. I was like, top secret. Come on in.
50th episode hype. We've got the Don, who's never been on this show before. Wink, wink.
Oh, you guys can invite me anytime.
Properly?
These are usually my.
Can I introduce him properly? It's time to stand up. Show that respect. Kiss that ring. The Don.
Hey,
Love the
You guys
intro.
can kiss the ring, but don't cut your teeth on the diamonds. That's all I got to say.
Cut your teeth. LOL. LOL.
But
Wait,
Game Pass, right?
yes. I wanted to get your opinion on it because I'm like on I'm waving the big flag of value, right? I'm team Xbox on this. I was explaining that I find it really hard, even though everyone's opinion matters. I find it very hard to not find the value in this deal. I'm just interested to hear what the panel had.
I don't know. I was just about to drop a code down there.
Can we say the Dawn?
Dawn, you broke it.
I know I broke it.
I think it's coming back. It's coming back.
It is live again. I don't even know what they missed.
It was the Lizard Squad.
They missed everything that Don was saying because Don broke the podcast. Is it good? Is there buffering?
I don't know. Oh, I guess we keep talking. That's what I do best.
There we go. Hello. Are we back? Are we live? I see my face pop up. No,
Sorry, we were being too toxic. Phil Spencer banned us.
Don broke the freaking show, you guys. 50th episode hype. Here we go. I was about to drop this code. Don, finish what you're saying.
One glitch down, 49 to go.
Let me recap just in case we got cut off in the middle. But as I was telling Boom, I like the fact that it gets gamers to try stuff. It lowers the financial risk. People are essentially, they get in this habit where they just try the same games over and over and over again. And I call it the Call of Duty effect. And what this does is gives developers a chance just to put the game in someone's hands. They don't have to make a separate version for a demo or a trial. Like you get achievements, you get the full experience. And then, if the developer decides to leave it in for 3 months and then pull it back out, they can. And I just think it's good for everybody. I think it's good for the developer. I don't understand the full finances of it, but those are for people that do that for a living. They just look at numbers. So,
well, check this out, Don, and rest of the panel. This is what I think's going on here. I don't think you're going to see a lot of rotation. All right, now you have 8 coming in, which are all quality titles. You look at Oxenfree. It's kind of like
that's a great game.
If it won awards, but it is one of those kind of like special indies. Of course, Rise of the Tomb Raider. You have Sea of Thieves, which is kind of like the gem in the crown for March.
Yes.
So you got these great games coming in, and then you have these 8 kind of lesser titles, older titles leaving. I think what they're doing is they're really these next few months. I think they're really going to flesh out kind of like the quality of Game Pass and bring it up a notch. Now I know there's people out there who love the Sega Vintage Collection and everything like that, but they really want to make people's eyes pop. And I mean, when you see like the exclusives going in day and date, that's one of those eye pop moments. You see Rise of the Tomb Raider, that's another eye pop moment. But then when you go down the list and you see games like of course Gears, but then Devil May Cry, and then you see like the special indies like Oxenfree. I can almost guarantee Ori and the Blind Forest. If it's not in there yet, it will be. Like and it's just they're gonna really make it look attractive going forward because this is their focus. This is what they want, that Netflix style service, and they're gonna flesh it out to make it look as good to the gamer as absolutely possible. So I think we're gonna see a lot of rotation, this year within the next few months. But I think over time, it's not going to be as kind of like as much as that. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what really slows down the rotation is how much money it brings into a third party. So, obviously Microsoft has control of first party, but when it comes to the third party, they may sign like, it's like a lease, right? Like they sign like 3 months or 6 months or whatever it may be, and they can choose to renew it. If the income is greater from that service than just having the dedicated copy out in the wild, then they're going to continue on with that service because it continues to bring in revenue for them. So it just really depends on that, I think, to some extent. So
I like what you said about being able to try out games that people normally wouldn't pick up and play, because I think this is going to benefit the new Crackdown immensely.
Oh, sure.
If you look at the first Crackdown, it was actually a success because of that initially, right? Because you had to buy Crackdown to get into the Halo 3 beta, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that's correct.
And the game was good on its own, right? Like, it's not like all of a sudden Halo 3 made it a good game. But when people all of a sudden start trying it, they're like, damn, this game is actually really, really fun. And it's because people all of a sudden start giving it a chance. And in the Halo opened that door. So this is like that, like on steroids. If you think about like Game Pass, it literally is almost kind of that same business model as that Crackdown beta, but just obviously highly involved.
The only thing that Game Pass does for me is gives me incentive not to buy any games. That's all it does for me.
But it doesn't matter on that front. I mean, we're at the point, we are at the corner of a turning point in console gaming industry, man. And they'll take your $10 per month just as much as they would take your $60 for one title.
Yes.
You know, it's when you look at it, I guess you could say conglomerately all together. If you look at all those $10 subscriptions all together, they're going to pay out. They're paying out already, and it's only going to get better from there. I mean, if you look at all the numbers put together, you know, take a game like Halo 5. It sold 5 million, over 5 million in the first 3 months. Not every one of their games are going to do that, though.
Right. That is again, to use the term gem in the crown of the Xbox franchise, you know, of the whole Xbox as a whole. Halo is like right up there. So of course you're going to sell 5 million copies of it. I mean, there was a lot of reasons why it did so well. Warzone was definitely, I think, attributed to that because it was a new ideology with the big team battle brought back in a way that we've never seen.
So much fun, man.
Yeah, so that in itself, I mean, you know, it's sold. But yeah, I agree. I think that, you know, we are at the point where, you know, change is not easy, folks. Okay.
Thanks, Obama.
No. I mean, like I'm being serious. Like we're all fickle people. Like like what the Don was saying in regards to like games, right? Call of Duty. You know, right? So you say Call of Duty, and everyone's going to buy Call of Duty because it's Call of Duty, regardless of what year it is, what era, Vietnam, World War II, future tech. It doesn't. People are gonna flock to it because it's Call of Duty. This episode that we're dealing with now, with the fact that we've complained, and it's funny. If you remember, we all said a couple of years ago, "My goodness. How incredible would a gaming Netflix type service be if that happened?" Well, it's here. And for the most part, people have been excited about it because it is $10 a month. But I think the tipping point where it went from an idea to like, I actually have to have that, is when Microsoft said all first-party games are going into this day and date. I think that was more than the tipping point to say, if you have a problem with the service, it's your opinion. I get it. But I cannot see anyone saying that there's no value to this.
No, there's good value in it. Like as long as there's always an option for me to buy whatever game there is out there, and if the games like they don't do like this exclusive crap, which I know they're going to do, then as soon as they start doing the exclusive stuff where you can only play it on Game Pass, then I'm probably going to have a problem with it.
Here's your reason why that'll never happen. Is they're never going to basically stop another avenue of revenue.
Correct.
So you know, that's people that make money or basically do all the dollars and cents behind the scenes. Their job is not actually to restrict the amount of revenue from different sources. It's actually typically to expand, right? So if you just look at the nature of business and where it's at, so yeah, there are television shows typically you just find on television, but after a certain time, they do become available as a series to buy DVD, Blu-ray, or digitally, right? So games are not going to be any different than that. They're not going to restrict a avenue of potential sales because you're a particular different type of consumer. It just doesn't make sense. I don't think that's part of their business model. They just know it. They're looking at it as this is something that can be sustained. This is how we're going to sustain it, you know, as far as all that stuff is concerned. And they're going to continue to add to it. If you look at EA, you just look at EA. EA is like the template for this. EA has EA Access. It's literally half their profits come from EA Access, not hard copies. But the hard copies are not going anywhere. You can still go into any Walmart and pick up, you know, a Madden. You can definitely buy it.
For now, but it's said in that way.
But
yeah, but you don't know that. There's been no evidence there's been no evidence for it to go down that path. I mean, what do you think?
No, I don't think there's any evidence at all that's going to go down that path, because the fear is, like, when we do something that means we're going to take away this, right? Like, it's basically the Xbox One launch all over again. Anytime when someone does something different, they're just trying to take away this. No, they're not trying to take away. They're just trying to add to it, and they're trying to cast that bigger net that's going out there and bring more consumers in. In regards to the only risk that you have, I mean, Supersonic, is Walmart deciding no longer to carry games in their store. That's the risk that you have, is when they decide they're not going to do that. But it doesn't mean you're still not going to be able to buy them digitally. It just doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I'm fine with even buying them digital, because I know that's where we're heading, like an all digital world.
Yeah, I also just kind of want to add it to what you guys are both saying. If you do have EA access, you save money buying it digitally. You get a percentage off. So there's also that.
Yeah, they want to encourage you to buy it. They want to encourage you to have the service and buy it.
Right.
I mean, if you look at Microsoft, they're trying to do the same thing. They're trying to, you know what, you have 2 months, you can get this 20% off or whatever on the next thing.
All right, guys, real quick, I need to cut you all off. All right, those of you watching the show right now, there is a code out there, and
for me,
right when we came back live, I shared it, and nobody's claimed it yet. So, yeah, you guys, I'm gonna reshare that. You gotta change the @ symbol and figure out which number it replaced. But I'm resharing that. Copy. All right. There you go. Continue.
Oh, I'm done.
Fine. I don't remember what you're saying.
Well, we were finishing up the thoughts on the value of Game Pass and why these services are not, I don't think, are ever going to force you into having it, meaning that there's going to be a game on there that you can only play.
I should have played Flock.
I just think we're being slowly conditioned to rent our games instead of owning them.
No, I don't. You know what? I don't think so. For the simple fact is that if you listen, shout out to Lady Foxfire, who still, also shout out to Jago. These folks love their collections. They like seeing their collections. They like looking into a case and saying, there it is. There's Sea of Thieves. So they're going to buy the disc version. And you know what? I don't know how much I'm not an analyst, so I can't really say what the percentage of the populace is still buying disc games. I still buy disc games because, unfortunately, like on Amazon, I'm a Prime member, and you save 20% on some of the newer stuff. Now, games that I want collector's edition, I buy from there because I'm saving 20%. Perfect example, God of War. I cannot wait for that collector's edition. It looks insane. It's 20%. And it comes with a physical copy. I don't mind popping the disc in, but I think that we are, yes, going to a digital world, but I don't think you're going to be ever forced to say, well, you're buying this digitally, otherwise you're not getting it, sir. That's it.
Well, I mean, I'll do that just because the overhead cost of what it would take for me to make my game as a disc. I mean, there's other avenues that are factors into that.
Right.
But it's still not that expensive. I just don't want to deal with the headache as somebody who's independent and I don't have a publisher. It would totally change probably if I did have a publisher in regards to that, because realistically, the disc itself takes 3 cents to print a disc for a game, like once you're gone gold. So it's not like the overhead cost of disc from a business partner standpoint, it's not that much. So, you know, it's probably more in shipping, and even then, it's like once you total everything up, it's like between the case and the printout on the on the outside of the case, all that sort of stuff, you're looking at maybe $5. That's with shipping to anywhere in the world. Like, so it just doesn't make any sense to remove that as an option. You know, even though we're going more digital, and there's benefits to everyone going digital, they're just not going to take it away. It just doesn't make any sense.
Well, I love Game Pass, guys. I'm on it right now. Where is Crackdown? Why don't
That
I-
is a fantastic question because I
You have
gotta
to
be honest
search
with
it in
you.
the store. What you have to do is you have to hit the search, type in Crackdown, click on the tile when it pops up, and it'll just tell you to install it.
Why is it not showing up in the Game Pass though? Is it?
Because it's before they actually set it up.
Oh,
Well,
They're kind of slow.
that's funny because yesterday when I
excuse me, OhSnaps, if you had watched my live stream yesterday, I actually
was busy working.
I detailed exactly how to get it. Okay, if you have
That's
Game
funny,
Pass.
Bot, because when I tried to do that yesterday, it gave me a buy it price. It didn't give me an option to do it for Game Pass.
And
So
do you
maybe
have Game Pass?
360 is a little weird too when it like loads up, like trying to download games.
Whose phone's vibrating?
sorry, that was mine. That was my mistake
Wow.
this time. Holy cow.
Bzz. See, it wasn't even me. Hey.
That was me this
Okay.
time.
That was my iPhone, I think, going. Doo-doo-doo. So
All right. Cool.
I have Crackdown on my loaded up right now. It looks like Saints Row or
I'm
something.
installing it. Okay. Yeah, so the games are there before they actually put them live, and it shows what's leaving. And Deblob is not Deblob. It's freaking maybe I don't remember what the name of the game was. The only one that looked like fun. But I think Game Pass is great for bringing old games back to life. Really great deal for people who can afford to buy a million games. I know that we were discussing getting it for the twins, or because the twins game share with the 14-year-old. It's just we're concerned about
they just can't play Devil May Cry.
Yeah,
It is a good Christmas present.
games,
That's for sure.
like what they can download basically anything, and we're not paying attention. We don't want that.
What? Salty got the code. Sorry.
You can still set your parental controls, and it still works with Game Pass. Just so you guys know.
Awesome, Salty, awesome. What did you say? Parental control, Game Pass?
There's parental controls on your Xbox, so
I
if
just
you
don't
set up,
know how to use that stuff, and I don't.
look, there's tutorials. You make Xbot do it since he's at home, and set up the parental controls to what your specifications are.
Here it is. They're coming again.
And it will apply
Silent
to Game Pass. So it doesn't matter what game you're installing onto the system; it applies to everything. So.
All right, awesome.
Hey, OhSnaps, Crap Gamer in the chat. He said Fortnite is terrible compared to PUBG. He might have watched your
I don't know
live
if you're
stream.
making fun of me, but Fortnite is shit. Okay, I'm never playing Fortnite again. Speaking of Fortnite is like the plague that is part of the topics here. All right, they are adding jetpacks. I don't care. I mean, I'm gonna really quickly stop everything. I don't even care about Game Pass anymore. You just made me angry, Crap. You just made me angry. Let's talk about Fortnite. All right, I saw that Noof had tweeted about the Fortnite invites. All right, it's the fucking plague. All right, it's disgusting. Like I'm constantly I have to put myself on Do Not Disturb, and it's not because of one, it's my favorites keep popping up. Right, but it's all the fucking Fortnite invites, and I tried not to curse. You ruined me, Crap Gamer. Now I just punched my desk. All right.
I don't like this discrimination
punch your
against
desk, by the way.
Fortnite.
I'm so happy Creating Beyond Limits is not here right now. He might be listening. He's gonna listen later. I'm sorry. This game is really annoying. I go in there and I land my little character and I run around for 2 seconds and I get shot dead. All right. Forgot how to play Fortnite. The game itself is really cool. The Battle Royale, it sucks. All the invites, they suck. I have all these people inviting me. I don't even know who you are. Why are you inviting me to be part of your 4-person game? I'm not joining your party. It's stranger danger. I can't do it. Now, while you're sending me invites, I'm trying to kill somebody in PUBG, where this is actually much more serious to me. I don't know why. It's like my life, right? Life or death situation here. And I'm getting ready to reload my gun or something, and then I'm looking at the person, at the third-person view, and here we go. I'm getting shot at because you just sent me an invite. I don't even know you, and it popped up on my screen, and you ruined my game. Thank you.
I think Fortnite's better than PUBG. PUBG's just too toxic.
You're
for
on
me.
timeout.
You know what I hate most
There's
about
something about Fortnite. There's something about Fortnite that I don't see a lot of people talk about. And I think it's a little bit sketchy here, and that's that battle pass thing. Like Supersonic said he likes Fortnite. Did you see the battle pass?
That was a joke.
Oh, I was about to say.
I thought about that. I'm like, he just said PUBG is too toxic. I don't know what you're saying.
No, I don't like either one of them. Actually,
Yo, Dirk said kick Sonic from the stream. Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
You have to do super chat to do that.
Is that better, Foxy? I had to adjust my volume settings because last week I was really loud and it was really annoying and obnoxious. All right, Supersonic, if you ever talk positive, no, you can talk positive about whatever game you want. But if you ever
I'll say something positive
about better than PUBG,
yo, children
I'll
like
say
that
something
game.
Positive if you give me 1 second.
One.
Null is the best driver in PUBG ever.
Yes.
Oh, that's true.
Stop kissing ass here, okay? It's just like I just thought it was really great that Noof had brought that up because this is like a constant problem. Like everybody's having it recently. Where are these people even following us from? Yeah, you want to follow me? That's great. You're sending me a million freaking invites for it's like 13 invites in 5 minutes from one person the other day. And I had told the Xbot, I'm like, this person just sent me 13 invites. I don't even know who they are. It was really aggravating me. And
you can block them if they're.
Why should I have to go?
But she's right in the middle of the game and everything like that.
You can change that in settings too. You can change those invites or whatever.
I do have to go in and change it, but fine tune it because I don't want all my notifications off. I just don't want some random weirdo sending me 13 invites. If I don't know you, there's no reason you should be spamming me like that.
Hashtag
block random weirdo.
If it's not like you're not going to memorize their name, I mean, it keeps flashing on the screen. I mean, you'll be able to block it. But I'll tell you what I don't like about Fortnite: stable frame rate, no rubber banding. Like it's just missing those elements that make PUBG.
That's what makes PUBG fun. All right, and Fortnite sucks. I'm sorry. Like, it was just...
I mean, there's no rubber banding in it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Who wants to play a game without rubber banding?
Yo, Alan put hashtag random weirdos.
I'm sorry. It's just like something that's really frustrating me is it's all little kids. It's all little kids, and then, I have some friends that play it.
Y'all's going to come on here and kick your ASS. See, I didn't cuss. I'm not being toxic.
I didn't cuss.
Good job.
I do like the skins people have on Fortnite, though. I watched someone stream it for a few minutes yesterday.
I'm a little jealous about these skins, okay? I'm not going to lie. I'm a little jealous. I want to look that cool, okay? But I can't. You know why? Because I can't play because every time I turn around, someone's killing me, and they're 5 freaking years old. Okay.
We got Goodwill. We got Goodwill bags in PUBG. Come on now.
Yeah, you know what? That is true.
But you know what really would push that game over the edge? It had Segway.
A what? A Segway?
No, I'm talking about Fortnite. Fortnite should have Segways to get around on the map.
That would be so cool, but like if they had Segways.
Well, like a sidecar.
Yeah. Oh, that would be even cooler. Right, but if they didn't have them in Fortnite and it was on PUBG, that would be cool.
No, that just doesn't fit. Do you think there's a working battery in the world of PUBG?
Yes.
A working battery? Hold on that note, let's give Foxy a shout out. Shout out Lady Foxfire in the chat as well. Okay, I'm done.
You're late to the party. I already gave her a shout
Foxfire?
out, fellow.
I was typing.
Like verbal? I still haven't given.
Yes, verbal. That's because you don't listen to bots.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to say something here.
Dropping another code. It is on Mixer and YouTube this time.
Hold on, crap. Okay. What games were announced for PS Plus in March, man? If you could type them in the chat, I want to see. I haven't seen it yet.
I thought you already discussed this.
No, right. PlayStation Plus.
Oh, okay. Cool. There's another code dropped. PS Plus Bloodborne, PS4 Ratchet and Clank, PS4 Legend of K. I don't know what that is. And the Mighty Number 9.
Bloodborne?
Where? Jacob,
That's not, dude. Ratchet and Clank is awesome. That's we were just talking about this last week. That PS4 is like dropping AAA's and Game Pass totally destroyed games with gold on Xbox.
Holy crap! Bloodborne and Ratchet and Clank.
That's two games that I don't have that I will download immediately.
You never played Ratchet and Clank?
No, I played it. I sold it.
Everybody's getting on their PS4 tonight.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I have Ratchet and Clank. I absolutely love that game. So,
what is the the free VR game? Out of curiosity,
I don't have VR.
They don't always do that. I mean, they did it a few times, but I don't think they do it every month. But that would be cool if they did it every month.
We quickly got to go back to Fortnite here. They're going to have jetpacks. The kids are so excited about this. That's what our kids were running around talking about last night. Guys, what is this?
Oh,
Jetpacks.
Yeah.
That's actually a good thing, because one of the issues with Fortnite, I played it a couple times, where people will they'll build like this ladder bridge, kind of like how Mel plays the game. It's like A Beautiful Mind, where she makes a stairway to heaven. You know what I mean? And what they'll do is they'll build it so actually the circle will close in on it, but they'll still be in the circle. Like they'll kind of loop the ramp going out of the circle and then back up over. And it's really hard to get to those people because they build like this little base in the sky sort of thing. And so that really kind of addresses that issue a lot.
You know, Don, wasn't it you who, or you, I think it was you and me. I don't know. We were building a stairway to heaven. A very, very, very long stairway. It was me, Don, my son, and I think Xbot was there somewhere. And it was either Don or my son who had knocked the stairway down. And I got so angry. And now that I think about it, playing video games with Don is really stress-inducing because he doesn't listen. Okay? If you build a stairway to heaven, he's sending your ass right to hell. All right? If you're trying to be stealth, he's driving a car, honking it, and running your ass over in PUBG. So, guys, if you want a great gaming experience where you're going to get nothing accomplished, game with the Don.
I love playing PUBG with the Don, man. Except for when he runs me over.
It's a lot of fun.
I haven't run you over once, Xbot. I don't know what you're talking.
But you chased me, dude. You chased me and then circled me like a hungry shark.
No, I didn't. You kept hiding behind the trees. I'm like, where are you? Where are you? And then you started around. I'm like,
dude, it only took you like a week and a half to come up with that reason or excuse, okay?
Listen, I'm just being honest. Like, same thing with Mel. Mel gets out because I'm stuck going up the mountain. And next thing you know, she gets out and she walks aside. Says, well, let's walk in front of Dawn where I can't see it because I'm going up the mountain because my view is obstructed.
Shit. This never happened. He literally
I ran over you.
Run us over. He run us over on purpose. He even attacked my friend too.
Didn't he shoot you with an arrow?
I don't know anymore.
Listen here. I can't confirm or deny these things. So I'm just gonna move on.
All right, guys. Can you die? Not can you die? Now that we're
talking,
that's not right.
Now that the Don's got me all flustered over here talking about dying.
Dirty J likes playing PUBG with me.
I want you guys to send me the coolest GIF of what you think Don is like playing, and hashtag the Don broke CCC 50 hype, guys. It's in the chat there. Shit, I forgot to put it on Mixer. All right, someone send me a really funny GIF. It's hashtag the Don broke CCC 50 hype. Nobody's used that hashtag, so we can choose a winner for a $5 Xbox gift card. I'm gonna give that till probably like a little bit later towards the end of the show. So if you guys hashtag that, I'm gonna share that hashtag on Twitter so you guys can reply to it. It'll help.
Oh snaps! I gotta say the one thing about this show.
Yeah.
You are incredibly creative with the stuff. I already copied the hashtag. I'm ready to paste it and do
send me a GIF, a funny GIF of something you guys think it would be like if you're gaming with the Don, because he's really aggravating. You know what, Don? You're a great friend. You know, you really are. I have so much fun with you, but you make me want to punch you in the kneecap. That's all I'm gonna say.
Jesus.
You know, punch you in the kneecap. All right.
That's really mean. I have really bad knees. Like that's
me too.
That's
it's
not
okay.
cool.
Stay off your knees, Don. I don't know what else to tell you.
Whoa.
Why do I have Fortnite playing in the background over here? So anybody want to add anything about this jetpack stuff? Because I think it's stupid, but it's probably really helpful because I can never get around in these games.
It'd be cool if there was jetpacks on PUBG. I bet you.
What
For
happened?
you, it would be. For you, it would be cool if they had jetpacks on PUBG.
Yeah, anything would be amazing on PUBG.
The game working would be amazing on PUBG.
You know what? You're right. I can't hate.
Hey, but they got cars, so that's good.
Yeah, I mean they have cars, so you know it's PUBG. All right, Boomstick, do you have anything you want to add about the Fortnite jetpacks?
No, I don't play the game, so there's no big loss there.
Do you have the invite plague though? Because even when I wasn't playing it, I still had the invite plague.
No, actually, I haven't. I actually haven't had that happen, thankfully enough.
Guys, I want everybody listening to go send Mr. Boomstick an invite to play PUBG.
Thanks, Mel. I appreciate that.
I sent the GIF. I don't necessarily know what it has to do with the Don playing PUBG, but it's funny as hell. Yeah.
The Don Broke CCC 50 hype. You guys will choose a $5 Xbox gift card giveaway with tweet draw.
Somehow it makes sense, and I just don't know how.
Oh my God, Xbox. What the fuck? Oh man, Xbox the only one who entered. I am not giving it to him. Go.
Wait, hold on. I'm entering.
All right, cool. And the hashtag is in the chat there, everybody, if you're listening.
Yeah, just copy and paste it, man.
You know what works really well is if you just find a Battletoad GIF and just post that for her. She likes that.
Cool. All right, so we're going to move on while you guys are hashtagging the Don Broke CCC 50 hype. We're going to give away a $5 gift card. Just send me a funny GIF of whatever. Just the Don, okay? ESRB ratings. They're going to be adding a new rating to the ESRB. It's going to be labeling games with in-game purchases. I want to know your guys' thoughts on this because I thought that was really interesting. I'm gonna go first with Supersonic. Are you ready to speak? Or are you busy hashtagging?
Go ahead, someone else. I'm trying to find a good GIF.
Who's ready? Xbot.
Yo.
Were you listening? God. You know
Probably not.
You guys can't win the $5 Xbox gift card, so I don't know why you're entering.
Yes, we can.
No, you
All right,
can't.
Labeling for the ESRB in terms of microtransactions and loot boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from what I hear, I'm not a mobile gamer, but from what I'm hearing, there are stipulations like that when it comes to mobile games. You know, you get warnings and stuff before the download.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's the case, if it's in other parts of the gaming industry, it's only fair. I mean, there are different countries that are saying that it's related to kids gambling when it comes to loot boxes, right? So, I mean, how much do these warnings really mean in terms of M-rated games and stuff like that? Anyway, I worked at GameStop, and I've had plenty parents try to buy their kids Grand Theft Auto 5 until I started telling them about the drug use and the different like sexual scenes and stuff like that in the story. And then they're like, oh, hell no. And I had to point out to them, I was like, yeah, by the way, in the bottom right-hand corner of the cover here is a rating, right? M means mature. That's not talking about if your kid's mature for their age. It's talking about there's content in here that's mature, period. Like I had to let them know. So I think at the end of the day, marking the cover with another kind of like rating or whatever, it's not really going to mean much, but it does bring kind of like console games up to par with what kind of regulations there are on mobile anyway. You know?
I'm going to stop you real quick. Neo Mental says, ha, I told them and they still bought it. One parent told me I don't care as long as it shuts him up. America.
Wow.
That's so frustrating, and it really is a damn shame.
All right.
If
I'm going to be graphic here. I told one
speaking. Okay.
Hold on, just real quick. I just want to respond real quick. You can end it right afterwards. I just want to say I got real graphic with the parent, and I told them at one point in time there was a meth head bent over a kitchen counter while another guy was banging her in the ass, basically. And then she was like, "Oh no, never mind."
And you had to take it to that level?
That's scary that you, I mean, look.
I had to. Otherwise, it was like, and you know me, I care about the kids. Xbox cares about the kids, man.
Hashtag Xbox cares.
Xbox cares.
You know what? You could have let me finish my thought before you said that.
I'm sorry. I'm
no,
pushy.
it's fine. Whatever. We're done.
But go ahead.
I'm gonna throw a coffee mug at your forehead as soon as we're
nice.
done with the show. I promise you. And don't ever say meth head.
I deserve it.
What the hell?
You gotta record some of this stuff and put on YouTube.
Oh my god, that's really creepy, and I don't like it. The cat eating the banana guy. Where did you find this? Oh my god. All right, Foxfire. That's exactly what he does to me. I'm
sorry.
That is exactly what he does. And I promise you, Supersonic and Xbot, you guys will not win. Oh
yes,
man, these are great. Go check out that hashtag. Make sure you drop a GIF, a funny GIF. It'll be awesome, so that way you guys can be entered to win. I had a whole speech. I'm reading Neo Mental's comment. I even made them sign the receipt. Told them it was hookers, killing cops, foul language, murder. I don't get some people. Yeah, it's a damn shame. You know, and then Zero Game says not all people should be allowed to make babies, need some kind of license. You know what? It's like you got to give everybody a chance, and then they fail. So it's really a shame, but you know, since Xbox cut me off, I was on a roll and he ruined me. So yeah, Boomstick, would you like to discuss your thoughts on the ESRB rating?
Well, I mean, look, back in the days when you had the biggest thing to worry about was Mortal Kombat and the blood, right? And everyone was like, well, we need some sort of rating so, you know, a 12-year-old or a 10-year-old isn't playing it. Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, you know, they have to do that. Honestly, I agree with Bot in the sense where it's going to be on the box, but I don't think people are going to pay much attention to it, to be completely honest. I think that even the casuals who buy games, you know, 6 games a year, 4 games a year, they buy the FIFAs, they buy the Maddens, they buy the Call of Duties, they'll buy the Grand Theft Auto, right? The Grand Theft Auto, whatever, is going to say mature, and it's going to say in-game purchases. It's probably going to literally be so small that they're not even going to notice it. I think literally they're doing this just to cover themselves, just to say that they're doing it. I don't think that this is, you know, we're going to start hearing "We Are the World" pop up in the background as well. They're signing the deals for these things. I just think that
we kind of did that with. We already heard "We Are the World" with Phil Spencer's speech.
Well, we'll get to that. And you know what? I like I said, you didn't like it. I happen to think that it was one of the classiest speeches I've personally ever heard in my 47 years. But you know, that's just me, because I've been on the end of the spectrum where you had a racist piece of shit, pardon my French, on the other end of a microphone saying some things that if they were in front of me, I probably would have strangled them. But that's just me. Mm-hmm. But getting back to this, I think honestly that it's just a way to say that, hey, we informed you. It's like when you go to sign like a contract of any sorts. The big writings for you to understand that you're signing the contract. Print your name here. But there's that gigantic bar that's right underneath. That's literally so small that you're like, I didn't know about that 23.7% finder's fee. And like, well, it was in there. You just had to read it. So I really think that's what it's going to be. But I you know, again. Buyer beware. You know, if you know, do your research before buying a game. You know, if you're interested in a game, see if it does contain loot boxes. There is a question that was brought up. I don't remember what podcast I was listening to. It might have been RDX last night, where they said, what if a company releases the loot crates or the 3 months after a title is released? Is it going to be still on the box before, or is it going to be something that's a good question.
That is indeed a good question. I feel like if they ever plan on actually, like, you know, if they release a game, you have to put it on, you know, the box somewhere, or you shouldn't be able to. You know, at that point, like, it's either one or the other. Like, if you don't put it, if they have it, like, let's say they apply, I don't know how this all works, but if they put in an application, they have to say, you know, yes, it's gonna, you know, have in-game purchases, because they know in the future they're gonna have them. But what game nowadays doesn't have them either? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's such a thing nowadays where they have it in every game. Well,
They need to put big pictures of slot machines on covering the game or something.
That's a terrible idea.
It's a good idea.
But, you know, the reality is, like, if you're gonna, you know, have this game and then 3 months down the road you're gonna add some update, that could be a loophole. But maybe if they plan on doing that, they have to put it on the box, or it, you know, they can't do it in general. Like, it's either yes now or never. Now it's gonna be, I know, like, some of the games, you know, when you go to download a digital game and it tells you, like, about it, like, it's on HoloLens or something like that. You know, are they gonna have that there, whereas, you know, let's say in-game purchases on the digital, you know, not just on the boxes of the games? Because nowadays everybody, you know, is digital, you know, aside from the select few who do buy the physical copy. Hello?
Yeah, I mean, we're listening.
Just checking. You guys are so quiet.
Well, I mean, we want to hear what you have to say. Obviously, you know,
at least Boomstick does, because I know no one else gives a crap. Xbot's not even saying anything, so I know he's not listening.
Yeah. See, you yelled at me, so I am quiet now.
Oh no, you're still getting a coffee mug thrown at your head.
I feel bad. I do.
I'm sorry.
It's just that I had that thought in my mind that I didn't want to let it go.
But you know, I have a bad memory, and then I'll forget mine. I'm sorry for yelling at you, Xbot.
It's okay, lady.
Don't
I'm sorry for cutting you off.
I forgive you.
Aww.
50th episode, Hypebot. Talk.
Man, I don't know. To me, this is not that big of a deal all the way around, because, you know, some people are going to pay attention to it, some people aren't. So, like, is it gambling per se? I guess that would be my biggest thing, is how this is evolving. Like, I don't really have a set opinion on all microtransactions or loot boxes or anything like that. Like, I feel like as long as everything is, like, cosmetic, it doesn't affect the game, all that good stuff, then I don't really have a problem with all this stuff. I don't think it should be regulated to that extent. It's when you start getting an advantage in the game, because that's when it's more like gambling to me, because that's when you're getting an advantage over somebody or something like that. That's when I think I have a serious issue when it comes to microtransactions and all that good stuff. But I just, when it comes to labeling, yeah, go ahead. Like, what, 10% of the people are actually going to look at it? You know, it just doesn't. It looks
most
like
people are going to buy it online, digital anyway, and they won't ever see it.
It looks like they're trying to be politically correct. Like, hey, look, we're trying to do this, but, you know, it's up to you guys to listen. Well,
the ESRB in general, just so you guys know, it came about because people wanted to regulate the game industry. So the game industry decided to regulate itself. And so these sort of actions are kind of along those lines. The whole gambling thing, like, if you want to redefine the terms gambling, then yeah, maybe I can agree with that. But by the definition of gambling, it's not that. But it does walk that line. It gets very, very close as you possibly can. The other thing is, you know, Xbox worked in the actual retail space, and he knows, and I'm sure a lot of people who work in the retail space also can confirm that most people don't pay attention to what's on the box. But if you try to write it out and describe it, there would be no box art cover, right? I mean, if you try to really break it down per game. So they do have to have some sort of condensed version of that. Now, the hope is not what's going to happen now. The hope is what's going to happen down the road, right? When people start complaining, they said, no, it's on the rating system. It allows them to go back to that. So what it does grandfather in the people that do care about that sort of thing. They do have some sort of resource they can say, oh, okay, it's this sort of game, or it has this sort of aspect to it, and they can decide if it's something they want to purchase or not for their child or for themselves, to be honest with you. Because I think more information is better than less information when you buy any sort of product.
More information is definitely good. I definitely see it as a covering their ass type of thing, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. There's no doubt about that.
Then they're gonna just kind of sweep it under the rug at that point, you know. And you know, at this point, your parents buy the game for their kids, and like, let's say I share a console with my kids. I don't, because they're never touching my Xbox One X. Okay? But they have their console, right? They have access to my gamer tag, all right? So that way they can play, like, let's say, what's that? Not
Overwatch.
Thank you. I'm always like Fortnite. Everything's Fortnite right now. It's like the plague.
Crap ruined you in the chat with Fortnite. So.
Yeah, that was terrible. I'm really sick of Fortnite. But you know, the kids they play Overwatch, and they're able to log into if my kids wanted to, and I hope to God that they don't listen to this, but if they wanted to, they could go and buy loot boxes, you know, and I'll see that they did, and then I'll be at work, and then Xbot will get a phone call from me, and I'll be like, blah, 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 angry. But imagine how much this can cost parents, you know, if they're not paying attention. You know, like, if I didn't know, my kids went on and bought it, and I couldn't get a refund, I would be so angry. You know, so I mean, the reality is parents need to pay attention to what the hell their kids are doing, and that's
basically
what it is at the end of the day. You
Yeah,
know?
Yeah,
absolutely. Well said.
OhSnaps, Fastback in the chat. He's like, what about Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, baseball, football cards? Those are all forms of gambling because you keep trying to get that one rare card. Now, I was a part of that growing up. Big basketball fan, man. I used to get basketball cards back when they came out with things like Topps Finest, which are all Prism cards and stuff like that. And Topps Finest were like $10, $15 a pack for like only like 8 cards. And you were always looking for that rare, what they call insert card or something like that. So I can see that as well. We've been dealing with it for a long time. How come now with video games, they're trying to clamp down?
Well,
you know?
well, that's what the model's based off of, right? It's not based off anything that's new. In regards to just applying it to games in a same sort of form factor. So you do. That's the thing. In order to have like a valid argument, you kind of have to have. If you can flip around the other way and make an exception for one and not the other, then you kind of just don't have a valid point at that point, right? So you have to hold everything to the same regards in regards to that.
I'm kind of taking that in, and then I was also looking at gifs of the Don Broke CCC. You know, what's sad is Don has some really funny ones, and it's like he knows what kind of gamer he is. But yeah, there is some very, very interesting comments, and you know, I do appreciate everybody's input because it kind of gives you like a different aspect on different things, like, you know, the whole cards where you purchase them, you know, and this is pre-video games, and well, maybe not pre-video games, but pre-ability to purchase in-game. What about mobile games? You know, mobile games.
Hey, wait, it could lead to worse things like paying $10 for a save slot.
What?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, Konami, it could lead to worse things like paying $10 for a save slot. Good job, Konami.
Yeah, basically what he's referring to is the new game that was just released, Metal Gear Survive. You know, you buy the game for $40, like, oh, okay, budget title, but you know, not bad. You know, multiplayer game, whatever. It's all the assets from, you know, Metal Gear Solid 5, and you have your character, you make your character, you save your character. But if you want to make a second character, it's $10 more because you only have one save slot available on a game that you just purchased for $40.
That's
So that is the again gross part of microtransactions.
I hope people are like fighting back against this. That's ridiculous.
Well, according to some of the stats that came out of the UK, sales for a Metal Gear game as opposed from 5 to Metal Gear Survive is down 87 point, almost 90%. So they obviously didn't. Yeah, they didn't. This game didn't sell well. Let's just say
it
that.
Shouldn't. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I'm disgusted hearing that. Real quick, you guys. I'm gonna do this hashtag giveaway for the $5 Xbox gift card. Whoever wins it, I will be sending that after.
I win.
Show. No, Xbox.
I'm a wiener.
Now click. The
I'm winning
winner.
this one,
Oh, the winner was Xbox. He's not getting that.
See, I told you I win.
God damn.
Woo-hoo!
No, guys, Xbot and anybody on the panel is not allowed to win our contest. Luke Taylor
I have
is the
personally
winner.
never tried, Mel. I'm honorable. I want the fans to win.
Yeah, see, you know what? That's what I love about you. You can totally enter, and just put the funnies up there, but you can't win. And I know you're not going to be sour about it.
But I am not going to pass up a chance.
Luke Taylor's our winner.
To be creative and make fun of the Don at the same time. All right.
But I think I got you beat on the last one, though. You got to check out the last one.
All right, so Luke Taylor is the winner of our $5 gift card for that
Luke
one.
Taylor!
Luke Taylor, after the show, I'm going to hit you up. All right, so real quick, before we run out of time.
By the way.
What?
Luke Taylor, after the show, I'm going to hit you up.
Wow. I'm a little slow right now. There's so much going on. It's like, doing giveaways and stuff. You're just back and forth, and it seems like it'll be so simple. Yes, Mr. Reese, I am loving the X with everything in me. I'm just like, it's amazing. It's a lot of fun. It looks great. I've only played like 3 games on there, honestly.
Are you surprised how quiet? This thing doesn't even sound like it's on when it's on.
Yeah, no, yeah, it doesn't. I don't hear at all. I mean, I don't hear anything because I usually have my headset on and I'm yelling at somebody.
I figured that. Yeah.
Like,
oh my
Xbox,
god!
I can't. What?
Compared to my PS4 Pro, the Xbox One X is super quiet.
My PS4 in general is loud. If I turn it on, it's like. I'm not even kidding. It's exactly
How is that
what
again?
it sounds like. No, Mr. Reese, you just got yours. Have you played PUBG though? So that's if you play PUBG on a Fat and then you play PUBG on an X, you're gonna be like, holy shit! Like,
wait, did Mel just say the PS4 Pro sounds like a dot matrix computer or printer?
No.
Well, she has a disc stuck in it, I think.
Oh, is that what's going on? Okay,
I think so, but I put another disc in it and came back out, so that's a good sign, right?
What kind of noise did it
you
make
have a
then?
disc stuck in it, you don't put another disc in it. I don't think
Well,
you're
that
supposed
was
to do.
my testing, and I found out that what's GameBot is not stuck in there. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, you still have that game.
I thought that was stuck in there because we couldn't find it.
It's on my desk right now. So.
Real quick, Lady Foxfire says, Mel, please play Gears on it. Gears 4. I totally am going to do that. It's on my to-do list. When Xbot lets me be a stay-at-home gamer, it's going to happen. No, seriously, soon I will.
Why you put no stipulations on that?
That's one of the games that's on the top of my list. I want to play Gears 4 on there because everyone talked about how amazing it was. Halo 5 because I just enjoy the multiplayer on there, and even if it's not a huge difference, it's going to be a lot of fun either way. And then real quick, guys, please do me a favor. Go to my Twitter. I have to find it now because so much has happened today. I'm trying to get people to vote, and don't make me make a a petition. But I am trying to get people to vote to get Xbox to do custom consoles. That's like a really, I know they offer the ability to have custom controllers. I'm like the hand things. What the hell is it called? All right. So if you guys could be so kind and go vote, because I think it's really important that Xbox gives us the ability to customize our consoles. I just retweeted that again. That would be cool. Like,
pin it to your profile.
392 votes. You know what? That's a good idea. 392 votes. 76% of people said hell yes. They would
Of course, that's a
I'm
fantastic
pretty sure
idea.
it's coming. To be
Yes.
honest.
Well, you know why it's coming? Because Mel's making it happen.
All right, well, let's go with that. But
Yeah.
Well,
It'll
hold
feel
on,
better at the end of the day.
Don. Before we go further into this, I want to let people know it is important to vote because Aaron Greenberg is watching this, and I know
He does
OhSnaps won't
like
say
it.
anything.
Yeah.
He liked the tweet. He's watching it as well, so it'd be
Gotcha.
good for as many people as possible to actually vote on that, to really let Aaron Greenberg know, like, we want limited edition consoles, people.
Something
Well-
that you can create that is you. You know, something that if I could create an Xbox One X that is something totally custom to Mel, I would definitely buy that. Probably never use it because I'd be like, it's so beautiful. I want to look at it instead of playing it, and I'll play my regular Xbox One X. All right. But if you guys, okay, guys, it's 50 episode hype. We've got a prank call coming up right now.
Oh wow, that's been a while. It's been a while. Did I lose you guys?
No, I'm here. I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
He said good call. That means shut up. But then he said nothing.
You can save money on your purchase.
Hold on, I gotta wait for them to answer.
Keep it tasteful, please.
Devices and hardware.
Go ahead and talk about stuff.
All right. So if you guys go and vote on this Twitter thing, reply to it. Let them, be heard because Phil Spencer, Aaron Greenberg, Mike Ibarra, and Major Nelson are all tagged in this, and I think it would be important.
Well, I mean, think about this. It would save them tons of money without manufacturing one particular console, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is like a Halo 6 special edition with, the Spartan on it or something.
Mm-hmm.
But given the opportunity to basically sell them in piecemeal form, where someone's going to say, yes, I want to buy a new Xbox One X. It's $499. But I want this design on my console. Add an extra, I don't know, $50, $70, $100 to it, and you can deck out your entire console the way you personally want it. I think that's ingenious.
I think that's a whole nother level. I think they're not ready for yet. If you look at just the injection molding on the plastic alone, you're just doing different casing pieces that make up the console. If they kind of applied it in the same way they do their controllers, honestly, all the groundwork, all the business model that they need to make it all happen is already there. The foundation's already there. So to apply it to the console, they can just scale it to the console in regards to that. But custom prints and stuff like that, I don't know. I think that's something more reserved for like limited edition consoles for like a Sea of Thieves or some sort of first party studio sort of game. I think that's a little bit different than like, hey, I want to have Boomstick.
Right. No. You know what? And I was really referring to exactly what you're saying. Maybe I didn't say it in the correct format. Offer different consoles that are maybe even that that's a preset paint job, but it would be a Sea of Thieves console, and this is what they designed. If you like it, you buy it. It's an extra, $50. Right, instead of the actual like what I actually referred to. Oh yeah, you can put Boomstick on the front and then do something on the side. No, really, if you what I should have said and what I actually meant to say was offer the fans of a particular genre or a particular game the opportunity, if they're going to buy a console, give them the choice to say, okay, I'm buying a console, but I want that Sea of Thieves, and they can have 10 or 5 or 10 different consoles. They can have a Gears console, they can have a Halo console, they can have a Sea of Thieves, they can have a Forza. All their mainstay games that they're gonna obviously that people are fans of could easily be like, yeah, I want number 3. I want that I want the Sea of Thieves one, and that's a good way for them to make money. And I think the overall cost on a preset paint job, not having to actually paint it, would be ideal.
And that
So kind of like made to order sort of thing too. Not like a bunch of them left in the, because that's what stores don't like. So when you do a custom console, as much as we love them, stores hate them because once the game is no longer that 3 month
Popular.
window, they're relevant, it's peak, right? Then they're stuck with them, and they hate that. They absolutely hate that. They much rather have a plain console with a game packed in versus a game packed in with it written all over it, and then say that person's not interested in having something look like that.
Predator
So
says just do what PlayStation does and make stickers. I don't want stickers. But
no, do it right. I mean, if you're gonna do it, I mean, do somewhere in between like what the Gears console was, and in what we get in full custom. Because I don't know, there's something about having to do a whole different mold where there's actual etching and stuff done into the console. That's all beautiful and that's great, but I think that's a little too far. Yeah.
Yo, guys, I just want to throw this out here because I like to try to think in weird ways sometimes. Do you guys think it's more of a focus this year? Because if you look at the games that are coming out, you look at Sea of Thieves, you look at Crackdown, even like Ori 2, which I know a lot of people don't bring up when it comes to a custom console or whatever. These games are so kind of like unique in their art style and what they look like and stuff like that. Do you think that this issue is being brought up more now because they are coming out with such unique looking games, colorful games that, you know, if they do make a limited edition console, you could just use your imagination on like what they would look like and how great they would actually look and stuff like that. Do you think this is why this is more of an issue this year?
Well, I want to speak on that real quick. All right. Yes, number one, I do, because the games are unique, right? But the thing about it is, right, what sparked my frustration was a few days ago when Major Nelson had put out there the Sea of Thieves bundle. Pre-order it now. It's an Xbox One S, blah, blah, blah. I don't want just the game. I want a Sea of Thieves bundle that's going to be Sea of Thieves. You're going to sell me this bundle. I don't want just the game. I want something more. Like, I roll my eyes every time I see a white Xbox One S and a bundle with whatever game. Like, it pisses me off beyond belief. Like, if you're going to do that, like, yes, people, let it do pre-order. Let it go on pre-order. And if somebody's buying a new console, why are they not getting an actual Sea of Thieves? You know what they need to do is they need to hire the Xbox Pope to design
big shout out to
for
him.
them. Absolutely. He does amazing work. He's in his thing that he created, his book is in Sea of Thieves. He's an amazing artist. He does such amazing things, and
Thanks for calling GameStop. This is Dusty. How can I help you?
Hi, Dusty. I need to see if you have some games available for me to come pick them up, please.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Do you have need Sea of Thieves?
What's that?
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves is not out yet.
Is that the pirate game?
Yep.
Okay, I need to.
Yeah, that comes out the 20th of next month.
How much is it?
It's gonna be 60.
Should I get that, or should I get Game Pass to get it?
What's that?
Do you guys sell Game Pass or something?
No, Game Pass is like kind of a rental thing online.
Can you explain further? I don't. Are we renting games? I don't understand.
That you would actually want to look at Microsoft for the terms of service on that.
Oh, okay. Phil Spencer, I know that guy. I want to pre-order Sea of Thieves for PS4 Pro.
Sea of Thieves on PS4, you said?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was only available on the Xbox.
Unacceptable. Do you guys have? I'd like to pre-order PUBG, please. Then, or I'll come pick it up. I'm on my way there.
For the Xbox?
PS4, please.
PUBG is not on the PS4.
Oh, gee, unacceptable. Okay, what about Hellblade? I need to pre-order that and pick it up on my way there. I'm driving fast. Hellblade.
Hellblade?
Yes. The one with the girl that's crazy or schizophrenic or something.
Yeah, I believe Hellblade's download only.
Unacceptable. Is that on Xbox? That's what the version I want. Xbox version.
I'm not really sure on that.
What other games do you have? Do you have any new releases? At least I might turn around. I was all excited today. I got my tax refund.
We got Kingdom Come Deliverance just came out. So you can get your reviews. The new Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Did you say Deliverance?
Yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Like the old movie, The Deliverance? Is that what the... Never mind.
Yeah, no, I don't think it has anything to do with that.
Okay, do you have any VR? I love VR.
What's that?
Do you have VR on sale still?
Yeah. Yep.
How much?
Which ones I got in real quick?
I need bundle. I need those motion controllers too, please. And I want Sea of Thieves VR pre-order. I don't care what anyone says.
I don't have any of the VRs with the controllers in right now. You don't want to have it as the Doom bundle.
Unacceptable. Is there a VR with Sea of Thieves in it? That looks so fun. I want to be a pirate.
It's only on computer and Xbox.
Okay, thank you. You've been so much help today, and may the force be with you. Goodbye, sir.
May the force be with you.
Yo, he didn't know if freaking Hellblade was on Xbox.
It's not though, right? There's
No,
not yet. But the
mean,
guy was pretty
I'm not
knowledgeable, I gotta
working
say.
there, so you know.
He stayed on there a long time. I'm pretty proud
I
of
give him a D+ altogether.
I'd give him a C-. Okay, how about that?
I'll make Supersonic Station like a secret shopper for GameStop.
You know what? That's such a great idea. Unacceptable. So you gotta go and be the secret shopper, and then just ask them random stuff, and then grade them.
My question is, what he's gonna do in 3 or 4 years when GameStop's gone?
Dun dun dun. He's gonna have to call. He's gonna have to call that other place.
He's gonna call random Utah phone numbers and ask them about games.
Dun dun dun.
Always Walmart or something.
You know what? Foxfire has a good point. She said he knows more than most. That is.
Yes,
he was pretty good. He was pretty good.
It was pretty good. That was a good.
Thank you, Supersonic, for the prank call. It was pretty awesome. I was like, 50th episode, we need to do a prank call. And then Supersonic was like, got this. And I'm like, yes, kicking it back, old school. So guys, it's been a lot of fun. We're going to be wrapping it up in a few minutes. But quickly, I want to talk about the State of Decay. I guess someone had said that it was going to be cheaper than a $60 title. People were a little mad. Do you guys want to touch on that real quick?
Sure.
Yeah. What website said it was going to be like $25?
Well, it was actually £25. It was reported early. It was early in the week. It was reported that the prices had been changed in Europe, not in the U.S., but strictly for Europe. That it was State of Decay 2 had been reduced in price to £25, which is $30 US, or give or take. Mm-hmm. And of course, the internet went crazy. Everybody on either side of the party was like, State of Decay 2 is not going to be good. It's going to be worse than 2. I mean, the original. What is Microsoft doing? I mean, I saw tons of videos about people being disappointed with this kind of marketing attempt. It turns out it was a mistake, because it's funny. Right during this call, I checked Amazon online, and it's $59.99.
That's what I did last night. I was like, wait a minute.
And I've checked other sites. I checked Best Buy, $59.99. I've checked Target, $59.99.
Oh snaps! Why were people getting pissed off? Like, what was the big deal?
I have no idea. That's what you guys were saying.
Well, no. Well, people were upset because they thought that because it was going to be a $30 price point, that the game was not going to be, is not considered a AAA title. That it lost its AAA status per se.
The perceived value changes. When
yeah.
Price changes like that.
I mean, wouldn't you want a cheaper game, or do you think because, you know, like you get what you pay for type of thing, like, or whoever is mad, you know, you think because it's a cheaper title that it's not going to be as good? Because there's a lot of great games that are pretty cheap. You know?
Well, I mean, the original launched for $30, right?
One of the best games this generation, in my opinion, was a $30 title, and it's a full game experience. It's called Ori and the Blind Forest.
Oh yeah. Hey, I wasn't listening, but I don't know if you guys already said Hellblade, but I love Hellblade.
No, that's also a $30 title, and it's AAA development. I mean, the game is gorgeous to look at, amazing to play. But again, the internet melted, and they overreacted at, you know, again, not a big surprise there. But I think that the reason why it did is because this was pegged at Microsoft, you know, from the people in Microsoft as being one of their big AAA titles that they've really put, you know, they really got behind, and it dropped $30 in, you know, overnight, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, it's not going to be a good game. It's whatever." Listen, if you liked the first one, it's going to be that with the ability to now play with up to 4 people. So if you liked it, whether it's 60 or $30, I still think you're going to like part 2. Just saying.
It's crazy to think that, you know, in this day and age, and we gotta, let's be honest here, it's because it's an Xbox title. Yes. Because any other platform, if it was Switch, if it was PlayStation, like if it was rumored to be $60 and all of a sudden you see it on a website for $30, they'd be like, "Oh my goodness, we're getting an even better deal here." But since it's an Xbox game, and yes, there is bias out there, people, you know, people would try to slang doo-doo at it. I'm trying to not, you know, use profanities here or anything like that. But at the end of the day, like I said, one of the best games on the Xbox One platform, full-fledged. They could have easily, I think they could have easily charged people $60 for Ori and the Blind Forest. No problem. If it came out with DLC afterwards and stuff like that.
I don't think it was, I guess, well known enough at the time either, though. You know, like, people didn't really know what it was.
Okay.
You know, like, how are you going to charge $60 for a new title where it was basically an indie? And then it just...
People didn't know what Bloodborne was. That was a $60 title on PS4.
I don't know what you're saying, Bob.
I'm not going to complain about cheaper games one bit. I'm a cheap ass. I mean, cheap butt. I'm sorry.
I like cheap games. I don't want reduced graphics, gameplay, story, things like that. I don't want a reduced experience, but I don't mind them being cheaper. And if, let's say, you know, the game, you know, any game that's a AAA title comes out to be cheaper, like, I feel like we should just be happy. Like, we got Game Pass. To me, that's every game that's exclusive to Xbox is going to be cheaper at this point. Like, that's my mindset, and I am excited for it. But, you know, you do have Sea of Thieves and State of Decay are just scrambled in my head right now. I'm also getting ready to drop my last code in the chat, and this one is just going to be like, hey, whoever gets it fastest. But State of Decay 2 is going to be multiplayer. I mean, it's going to be, I'm sure, glitchy and stuff like that, like the other game was. You know, there's lots of glitches in it. I mean, does it have to be $60? Like, I would settle for $50.
Well, the first one was, remember the arcade section and Xbox 360? There's like the indie section, then the arcade section, and the on-demand section. This one was like an arcade. In the arcade section, it came from out of nowhere, and it was, how much was it? Like $10 or $20 or something?
What's that? The original State of Decay, I think it was $30.
I don't think it was that high when it launched. I think it was like 20 or something. But
guys,
I mean, it was cheap, and it's still a good game, so I am not complaining or worried about it whatsoever.
Check this out. As Game Pass, as it gets more and more popular, and if it does exactly what, you know, the people at Xbox wanted to do, you're gonna see more like $30 games, but with more effort put into it and everything like that, because it's going into Game Pass as well, and it's gonna get a steady flow of income as well. So what people are thinking now when it comes to $60 versus $30 games or whatever, if that's even partially true, in the future, you're not going to see that so much. You know, you're going to have people, you're going to have these developers putting everything they have into it, even budget-wise. The budget will increase for a $30 title because it's going into a place that's going to have steady income for the publisher, the platform, and the developers.
Publisher, platform, and the developers.
Don, do you see what I'm saying here, man?
No.
No? Well,
no, I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm just throwing you under the bus because apparently that's what all the
does that make sense though?
No, you are making sense. You know, if you're the goal is there's different races like when it comes to launching a title, right? The first one is to cover your cost, to break even, right? Mm-hmm. The second one is to make enough money to pay out bonuses to your staff to make sure you don't lose them. And the third is to fund your next project. Now, the end goal is being not only fund your next project, but be able to fund your next project without a publisher. That's the dream for any sort of studio. So as quicker you can get to spending or getting people to spend money on your game, the quicker you can get there. So it's a volume thing versus, you know, it's a quantity thing. So if you have enough game sales, you're going to be able to do well. So yeah, continuous income helps, different avenues, someone be able to purchase it. I wouldn't read too much into this game or what price they're going to be at. I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit more of like a recourse situation, maybe like $40. I just don't get an impression that this game is a big budget game. It's bigger than its earlier one. And I'm not a huge fan of State of Decay in general. I know a lot of people are. But
you're not a big zombie fan, dude.
Yeah, I'm not.
Classic.
No, and for people to like it, like I encourage people to enjoy it, and I want people to buy it for if that's something they're interested in. But at the end of the day, it's still I don't put State of Decay on that AAA pedestal. I think that's setting the game up for failure. I don't think that's very fair for that game. You know, maybe a AA, I can see it at that level, because they're still an unproven indie team. They had a really good game that they released with State of Decay 1 that obviously resonated with a lot of customers. And then, you know, this is their next outing, and they're being way more ambitious and bringing on way more staff. That doesn't prove it's going to be a better game. So, you know, it's kind of a wait and see. I wouldn't put it in the AAA category for like the whole console war argument sort of thing. As a consumer, I would put in maybe more in the AA category, and it may not be for everybody.
Hey, OhSnaps.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. OhSnap. First of all, Cray Simmons in the chat said this is his first ever Coffee Casuals and Consoles. So huge shout out to Cray.
I said welcome to episode 50. Dun, dun, dun.
And second of all, you're gonna like this with what I say to the Don. Now, Don, we heard what you were saying about Game Pass and getting people to try new things. Do you think you're gonna try the zombie game because it's gonna be in Game Pass and maybe kind of like reach outside the box a little bit here?
We'll see. I try a lot of games.
He'll play with us.
Probably. I mean, if I end up getting Game Pass, maybe I'll pick it up. But you know, I like purchasing my games. I'm in that camp. I don't always have a lot of time to play as much as I would like, and so for me, it's actually cheaper to just own the game and be able to play it at my convenience than it is to have something in Game Pass and I don't know if it's going to be there or not. Because sometimes it takes a while for me to go through a game. I'm not living at my parents' house anymore, right? So I just don't have a whole entire weekend to burn on a game. I have other obligations and stuff like that. So.
Oh, sorry, I'm typing.
Is it awkward pause?
Yes, silence,
a lot
dead
of
air.
awkward pauses today.
Oh, it's episode 50. Can't go perfect, right?
All right, so
No,
I
I
mean,
mean,
said I'm not
I like to fill awkward pauses with like awkward comments.
awkward. So.
But I mean, I don't know about you guys. I mean, are you guys going to try the game? I mean, if you weren't in the camp of buying it, well, Mel, I know you always anything with a zombie, you're going to buy it.
Yeah, and it's
I'm buying
multiplayer. And you know, the reality is for me, every game is better when I can play it with my friends. Just like
Yes.
even Fortnite. If we had nobody wanted to play with us, when we were playing. Okay, honestly.
Where are all those invites now, people?
If we can, yeah, right? Fuckface. Excuse me, I'm French. But if we were able to get a group of friends that we play with in there, it would have been a lot more fun. But it was just me and Xbot, and you know, sometimes me and him, we just don't mix well. Where he's like, "You don't listen to me and come over here," and I'm like, "You don't listen to me and come over here. I'm getting shot. I'm dead. Let's try that again."
People. Never.
Wait a minute, time out. Wasn't there like 4 episodes in a row that you guys were praising Fortnite? And
Save the world.
Everyone
Save the world.
See, I love Fortnite, the regular game. I call it the regular game and Save the World. Like, that game is awesome.
Oh, you just don't like the Battle Royale?
Yeah, no, I hate the Battle Royale. Okay? But the husks, and you just go in and build up your base, and it's really, you know, like the actual tower defense. It's fun. Hang on. Real quick. Brujo says in the chat, I never win these codes. I'm always on the phone and can't copy and paste. So, Brujo, I hope you follow me on Twitter and you get involved with our hashtag contest, because that's your best chance at winning if you are using a mobile device. So, I'll share, like, the freaking, whatever the crazy hashtag is that I'll make up so nobody else, like, outside of this podcast wins it. And then you just, you know, put your comment or whatever it is. We only did one of those today, but, you know, throughout the, I wanted to say years, but throughout all the 50 episodes that we have done, it's only been like maybe a year. Yeah, throughout all the episodes that we do, we'll randomly do giveaways for different types of things. And, you know, a lot of times we use the hashtag, and then I do tweet draw to make it as fair as possible. And tonight, if you come check out, you know, if you're interested in PUBG, I am doing a giveaway for that. I'll probably use some type of draw method there. Even if you're watching online, you'll still have the opportunity as long as you stop by my stream. But I apologize, guys. I keep going like off topic today because with all.
Why is it my fault now? What did I do? Siberia.
I was like, I didn't blame you, Xbot, and then I looked up. Yeah, who won the code? Who won the last code? I like to know that somebody like got it and they're gonna enjoy it. That makes
the last one
happy.
I remember is Luke Taylor.
No, Luke Taylor was, well, I don't know if he won the copy paste.
I think that was the hashtag.
Siberia, you have PUBG. But either way, if you win it, you can give it to somebody that you
know what's better
about.
than one PUBG?
It was a lurker. What? 2 PUBGs.
Exactly.
No, PUBG with no pants.
Right,
can
I ask one question about PUBG real quick?
No, yeah, absolutely. Let's talk.
Because like I downloaded it on my Xbox. Like I used to play it on PC, but is it any better on Xbox since? Because I haven't played it since the launch day. I was like,
it's improved quite a bit monthly.
So
like
it's
a lot.
Be great.
Yeah, it really has.
It depends on who you play with.
I'm gonna give it another chance.
If you play with OhSnaps, you're gonna enjoy it.
No, you'll run me over, and Don will too. You guys are crazy drivers.
I don't run people over on purpose. That's the difference between me and the Don. The Don is vile and evil, and I'm
hold on. Does Supersonic have any room to talk about running people over? I have heard stories about this guy.
No, I just shoot my teammates.
Shooting teammates?
No, so all seriousness, my favorite thing to do in PUBG is when you're hanging around Mel and you just shoot a random window. And she's like, shots fired.
I do not safety shots. What is it? Freaking, what do I call it? Warning shots. And just for the record, Siberia said I got a chicken dinner the first time I ever played with Mel. I recommend her crew. Thank you. Yeah, we were pretty awesome. But we are going to wrap up the show now, guys, because it is 12:33 and I got stuff to do. Yeah,
I'm hungry.
The Don, since you are our backdoor guest here on the 50th episode of CCC, would you like to let everybody know where they can find you and what you're up to?
Yeah, the best way to find out what I'm doing, which is not much this week because I'm remodeling my house, but my Twitter handle is thedon_KTR. My gamer tag's the same, just no underscore.
The Don. Yeah, so thank you for joining us. I'm kind of mad that I wasn't the first one to let you in, but you know what? Go Boomstick. You kick butt because I was on the same wavelength there. But yeah, Mr. Boomstick, where can people find you? What are you up to? All that good stuff.
Well, you can find me on Twitter at Mr. BoomstickXL. You can check out my YouTube page. I do daily videos, usually 3 or 4 a week. Double Barrel Gaming with Mr. Boomstick. And also pop over tonight on G4G's channel. We're doing G4G Live, our first episode at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Awesome. I'm definitely going to share, check it out and definitely share it. I did share it earlier on in the show because I went over to Aver's Twitter and then I shared their YouTube link. So definitely
is
go
he
check
following
them out.
you?
Right at the moment. Wait a minute. I don't know. It's not saying it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I can message him, so I think so. But yeah, you know, go give them a sub because they're really informative. Very, you know, they're very awesome. And I do enjoy like listening to them on Crossfire. You know, so I think it's going to be even better when you're checking them out on their own show. And, you know, Boomstick is there. So, you know, Boomstick is really awesome. So,
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love your opinions. And I love when you and Xbot go back and forth. Here you go. Resharing
I'm
that.
coming for you, Boom.
Go sub G4G if you guys can when you get the moments. It's there in the chat again. Xbot, you want to let people know where they can find you and what you're up to and all that good stuff?
Yeah, again, I am giving away true inner happiness. All you have to do is go to my YouTube channel, Xbot448, and go ahead and subscribe to that. And then whenever, you know, you got to hit the little bell icon whenever I drop a video, live stream, or a podcast. You go ahead and share that out on Twitter, and all of a sudden you get this huge swell up of inner happiness, like right in your torso. It's an amazing thing, and I am offering it out to everybody out there in the gaming community and beyond. So it's
Isn't that
YouTube
good
channel.
feeling? What does that cost anything?
No, it costs you nothing. You just have to follow those simple steps. It's kind of like happiness medication.
How did this turn into Leave It to Beaver? What's going on?
But so yeah, if you want the true inner happiness, that's all you got to do. My YouTube channel, Xbot448. If you want a little bonus, you can follow me on Twitter. It's the same name, Xbot448. I keep it simple, you know.
Awesome, Xbot. I was just still thinking about this inner happiness, and I'm like, when do I find that? Because I subscribe to your channel, and I see a video pop up because I get notifications.
You don't share them all.
You
don't share them all. And
I do.
I don't know how
gotta
to
hit the bell.
Well, in all honesty, to everyone that listens here, YouTube is being not as great about sharing all the videos that people make.
Yeah.
So, like, you really want to make a difference. You know, you really enjoy the content. You feel
Yo, I'm sorry. Yo, Don, you are hilarious. But was it Boss Moves? He was like, my cousin used to sell True Happiness. He's getting out next year.
It's freaking awesome. All right, Don, I apologize. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying, like, in general, YouTube is not as good about sharing out videos anymore. So, you know, any sort of effort from the community is greatly appreciated for anybody's channel.
It helps.
Yeah, it really does. If you want us to grow, you want alternative means to get your information or share anything regarding gaming, you know, it's really up to you guys. It's not, I mean, we can put out the content and tell you the ways, but at the end of the day, it comes down to you guys sharing that and making it known, that sort of thing. So, I mean, I know a lot of these guys behind the scenes, they put a lot of work and time into it. You know, they'll continue to do it even if the numbers go down or up, but if you want to be more successful, it's up to you guys.
Absolutely. And you know what the thing is? I'd never thought we'd be sitting here doing a 50th episode of Coffee Casuals and Consoles. Like, I mean, when I started the show, I never thought it was going to be as awesome as it was. And we have a really awesome crew, a really awesome gaming family, and a really awesome audience, guest panel, everything. And every week is like, it's always the same, but it's always different too. You know, it's got that Coffee Casual Consoles feel, but there's always something interesting happening. I can't talk right now. I'm like stuttering. You guys are making me emotional. I hear my voice echoing in the background, and I wish it would stop. Supersonic Station, do you want to let everybody know where they can find you, what you're up to, and all that good stuff?
Find me at GameStop ordering Sea of Thieves VR.
You gotta record this. Go in there.
That sounds like the worst idea ever.
Hidden camera. I know, right? Imagine that.
Oh, I would love that. Oh, look at that super chat go.
Thank you,
midlife
Mr.
crisis.
Midlife, for that super chat. You're a darling.
You can find me at Supersonic Station on YouTube, Mixer, and Twitch, and it's in the description. What's been going on before this stream? We did the Project Spark stream with Lady Lex UK, and it's kind of like I make one thing and she makes another. So I did Masters of the Universe and she did She-Ra, Princess of Power.
Oh, that's
and
so cool.
You can find that on my YouTube. It's pretty awesome. So you can watch that show before this show. It's every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time or 9 Eastern Time. Retro Renegades with Graphic God every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Real time.
That's awesome. We just rotate channels and play some old school arcade games. If you like Sega, Nintendo, old school arcade, Dreamcast, whatever, you know, all the old school stuff. Check that out for sure. It's pretty awesome. I have a lot of fun doing that. And definitely sub to Graphic God because he's awesome. And after this stream ends sometime today, we are actually doing a VR pirate stream with Jade K VR. So she was in the chat earlier. So we're going to do some VR pirates. So look out for that. That's going to be very interesting.
Now, I really quickly, I have a question for you. Do you guys do it on the M&C Mornings channel?
Do what? I think it is on the MC Morning channel. I'm pretty sure.
I'm on there right now. Actually, it says Retro Renegades episode 1.
Make sure you hit that bell.
Yeah, here you go. I'm sharing that out. Make sure you guys go sub that because, you know, that's where J-Dubs does his streaming on the MC Morning. So if you follow Mooch, you follow Crap, you're not going to get the notifications for MC Mornings. And that's where, you know, everybody here needs to support J-Dubs because he does some amazing work for the community and it would be greatly appreciated. So if you don't sub to that channel, go do that and check out Retro Renegades. You know, they do a really good job and J-Dubs always goes above and beyond for everybody. So I think it would be, he's our like secret panel member that he'll jump in here once in a while. You know, and he's really awesome. A very kind-hearted person, always giving. So I think that'd be super awesome if you guys did that.
Hey, Ohsnaps, I think Supersonic turned into K Mega of outros.
I see that.
That was long, wasn't it?
Creating Beyond Limits. Do you want to let everybody know where they can find you, what you're up to, and all that good stuff? Top of the morning to you. You can find me on YouTube, Creating Beyond Limits, and on Twitter,
I was wondering where she was going with this.
Creating Beyond Limits, and
Fortnite.
Leprechauns, Fortnite.
Lucky Charms.
CBL, we love ya. We miss ya. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us for the 50th episode of Coffee Casuals and Consoles, and we will be back next week for another amazing, awkward pausing, super fun, maybe even another, you know,
breathe.
Why? Breathe, that's fine. Don't die.
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you. Guys, you've been awesome. Thank you so much, and we are out. Bye.